Hey, what's up everybody? Got another video here for you. This one will not be on knives or a knife of any kind. It's actually going to be on watches. I think a long time ago I did a watch collection video. I think it was one of my first videos ever on YouTube. But I thought I'd do one on these new watches I got in. I got three, and as you can see they're from Undone watch, which probably a number of you have seen videos on from a few other reviewers. Watch Report did a nice video on this. A few other YouTubers did videos on these, and then there's a number of social media stuff. This company is really big on the social media with Instagram, YouTube, and getting people to review these things. But I just loved it because it was, you could customize a watch fully, and it was not a super expensive one, not a low end, but cheap materials one. This was just solid materials at what I feel is a good price for what you can do with it and what they're offering as far as services go. So I got three watches here. These two are for me. I got one, sorry, shaking a little bit on the camera here. I think it's a table. This one is a little bit more classy style I went with, and it has a lot of my heritage involved in it with the customizations I did to it. This one is kind of more of a current picture of me, what I'm into, a little bit more rugged, looking style watch to it, more casual. And then this one is a gift from my father. So I will go through, I think I'll go through right like that. So jump right in. This is actually new packaging from Undone. If you've seen some of the other videos on them, they used to have a large box that had a metal plate. And I don't know if that was just for their Kickstarter people or for their first run of these that they did that. It was a metal plate that said Undone, and it had a large packaging. This is kind of interesting. It's actually much easier to travel with if you were going to use this to carry the watch. You can only fit one watch in here. But it's interesting. I don't know, I kind of was somewhat expecting to get the big box with the metal plate on. I thought that was pretty neat, but again, what do you do with those watch boxes? They sit in your closet. So new packaging, and you can see here it has space for an extra strap if you wanted to do that as well. It comes with this nice certificate here, so you can see Undone, individuality matters. And the birth date on this, 11/25/2016, with the warranty. So pretty cool, nice slick case and everything. Here's the watch that I got, and this is their Aqua Model. There's a number of videos with the specs and everything on these, but what I'll do is kind of breeze through those. I mainly just want to show this to you guys so you can get a good look at it. Basic specs are you have between a 44 to 45 millimeter case, and it's about 51 to 52 millimeters lug to lug. It has the NH35 Seiko movement in it, which everyone pretty much agrees is a workhorse movement. It's somewhat vanilla, I think you'd say, but it just lasts, runs, works well. And it's a great movement for companies like this or other companies to utilize in their watches because it's so reliable and works well. So, to give you a little background on the process and service with this, I reached out to these guys after seeing a number of reviews on them, and we'll do some close-ups so you can see. Designed my watches multiple times on their website, which is extremely easy to use. And I have a little wiper here to make sure everything's clean. And kind of decided on what I wanted for my watch. So with this one, I went with the K1 glass bezel with the red and black, and it's a 120 click bezel, I believe. A little off center. I went with the red and black hands. There was 3 different hands to choose there in the second hand. And then I went with the gloss black dial with the rose tone gold numbers and markers. And then with the case, I went with the rose tone gold case, and then with the genuine black and red stitched leather. And then the additional customizing that I did, and none of these, I just got these in literally, so they haven't had any movement to them to get them going. But I'm going to move these hands out of the way so you can see everything. Yeah. Get that there. Okay. So then the customization I had to it, I also picked the black background with white date for the disc in the back. But my name is Nicholas, and so on the bottom, above the 6 o'clock position, I had the meaning of my name written out in cursive, which is Victory of the People. And then below the 12 o'clock position, I had the Welsh flag in shield form put on there. And my mother's side is from Wales, so it gives some heritage there. So some heritage on my name, some heritage from my mother's side. And then on the reverse side, you're able to do laser etching on the clear case backs, or you can have a solid case back and just have an engraving of, writing. So I did the clear case back, and this is actually the Yugoslavian coat of arms, and the shield in the middle there, those three little shields that make up the shield in the middle are the three countries that came together to form Yugoslavia with the coat of arms around it. And I think they did a really nice job on this. I mean, it somewhat looks like a sticker, I know, but it's totally flat. There's no bumps, nothing. It's etched or lasered right into the glass there. And then you can see the movement. The actual real coat of arms, sorry for the shaking on the camera, guys. It's going to focus. Has white in the clear sections there at the curtains, but I had them see if they could clear it out, so you can actually see through the curtain into the movement of the watch. So pretty cool. You can see pressure tested to 100 meters, Undone 316 stainless steel, case back. So this is the strap. See, genuine leather. It has the quick releases, so if you did want to get additional straps from them and switch them out to give a different look to your watch, you can. And it's pretty neat. They do the buckle. It's a well done buckle, pretty thick piece here of steel. Might be aluminum, or some kind of metal steel alloy. And it's done in rose gold, matching the watch here. So pretty cool. I'll show it on the wrist. Give me 1 second. All right, so there it is on the wrist, and it's a little bit smaller size watch for me. I usually wear more of like a 46 to 48, so going to a 44, 45 is a little bit of a change, but I'm kind of enjoying it. It's not as bulky. I have a pretty large wrist. I'm sure it's 8 inches, I believe, or more in diameter around. So pretty nice. You can see the fit there. And I brought a couple of my rings out that I wear. This is my rose tone gold and black one, so I think that's going to go really well with it. So that's watch number 1, and we will move on to watch number 2. I may be missing some stuff. I haven't done a video in a long time, guys, and I just want to make sure I get all the watches in here. So watch number 2. So this, like I said, is the more rugged version and kind of a current representation of the things that I'm interested in, and a little more outdoorsy type casual wear. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention on that other one was the one thing that was interesting was the bezel on that one. I thought was a little bit more matte finish for a rose tone gold instead of a bright finish. You can kind of see it's more of a brushed, but it almost has somewhat of a matte look to it, which is kind of hard to tell on the website, but I think came off really nice, and obviously matches well with the rest of the watch. And this was, what made me think of that is this is a little bit opposite. This is their brown PVD, but you can see it's really shimmery, actually. There's almost like a gloss metallic highlight to it. There you go. You can really get a good look at it there. Where I thought this was actually going to be more of a matte finish, but the nice thing is you have this kind of matte finish. This is the ceramic bezel on this one instead of the K1 glass, and you have the gloss on the markers, and then kind of this nice matte finish on the rest of the ceramic, which does a nice pop against the more metallic, glossy, reflective PVD coated case. Now this one, pretty neat, like I said, is the more rugged, so you have the brown, a little bit more worn looking leather on this one. I think this was the Horine leather. I might be saying that incorrectly. And then I got the Camo Dial. And sorry about the shaking on the table, guys. The Camo Dial, and once again, I will move the hands out of the way here so we can see everything. As mentioned, I just got these in, so haven't gotten them going yet. Let's get that there. That's pretty good. We'll screw that down. There we go. So camo, you know, kind of tactical. I know, you know, we all talk about that with the knives and stuff. Let's go tactical and, you know, a little bit, you know, obviously outdoorsy type look. But that's what I was kind of thinking with this. So I got the nice brown earth tone colors there, the camo there, and then the Pro Custom pieces, which I mentioned on the first one, which I did additionally to this. If we can get this to focus. There we go. I have the Jeep 4x4 trail rated at below the 12 o'clock position. And then we'll hopefully get this to focus. It might be tough with the reflections and everything. That's actually a custom logo above the 6 that a good buddy of mine who's done a number of artwork pieces for me has done. And I know it's pretty hard to see and might be shaking a little here on the camera, but it's a watch face with 2 knives as the hands, a folding knife and a fixed blade, and they're pointed at 9:03 p.m., which is the birth time, the time that I was born. And then the Jeep insignia logo right below the hands there, and then he did this kind of cool little leaf embezzlement at the bottom. So really cool, kind of a personal logo for me. Obviously, I'm into knives, watches, Jeeps. I have a Jeep Wrangler. I've gone through 3 Jeep Wranglers now at this point. But custom logo that he did for me, and then Undone was able to put on the watch, obviously. And then on the reverse is the seal of the United States of America. Obviously, I'm American. Multiple generations of Americans. I think it was my great-great-grandfather that came over here from Yugoslavia. So really neat. Let me wipe that down because I'd tried this on before. But I think they did a superb job with this. Both this and the other one on the case backs, just so you guys have heads up, are a little bit lighter in color than what the digital formats look like when you send them to them. But overall, I'm very impressed with it. You know, I think this looks superb, especially with the brown coating. The Yugoslavia one is a little bit light compared to what is sent to them, but I mean, for the amount of colors and detail that was in that one, I think they did a real nice job with it. But you can see that NH35 movement behind it. And then same thing, you have the quick release straps with these. So I'll put this one on the wrist so you guys can see that. This one's a little tighter. Haven't broken this one in yet. Not that I've really broken the other one in yet either. Let's see. I might not have this as tight as I'd like it on my wrist, but you guys can see there. And so this one I did more of the, I did the, you know, Mercedes style hands, hour and minute hand on. And then the second hand I did in gold to give it a little contrast. And I think gold and brown actually go really well together. Yeah, that looks real nice. I'm really happy with this one. I think I actually like this one more than the other one. And when I ordered them, I thought it was going to be the opposite. But this just came out real slick. This will be great. Nice little Jeep flare. Has the touch of the knives history in it. Just real sweet. I'm actually pretty happy with this one. Happy with the other one too, but I'm just surprised at how much I really enjoy the look of this one. So that's that. Get that one off. What did I do with the birth date? So same thing. I ordered these all on the same day, so birth cards are all the same for these. And finally, the last one, which actually is my favorite, and my wife checked this one out too. She thought it was her favorite too, and it's the one for my dad. Just came out really sweet, and you'll see it here. So get that out of the way, get that. I didn't put the ring on with that one, but I was going to ask you guys some thoughts on that too, which ring I should wear with it. This one really, really sweet. Yeah, I like that a lot. So my father is a Wheaton College grad. So what I did is made this watch kind of all about his alma mater. Their colors are blue and orange. So we got the orange leather strap with the white stitching. Did the rose gold because that's kind of the most similar to orange, I think, metallic color. And then this is the blue ceramic bezel, and then the blue sunray dial. And it is awesome. Like, it really pops very nicely. Wow. Yeah. Kind of myself giving this one to him, but it's all about him, so it's really nice. We'll do the same thing, get these hands out of the way so you can see the Pro Custom dial accessories that we did on here. Get that there, let's say. Yeah. Back that up. It's kind of hard behind the camera seeing everything here. So, hopefully this focuses. Can you make that out? Yep, there we go. So this below the 12 is the seal of the college, Wheaton College, Illinois. I think there's one in Massachusetts too, but it's the Illinois one, and it has the statement or saying of the college in it. And then above the 6 is their sports logo. It's Wheaton Thunder, and then there are my father's initials, JRB, in the same writing just below it. Hopefully you can make that out. And they're saying there, I believe it's in Greek, or no, I'm sorry, Latin, and it's for Christ and His kingdom is what that denotes there. It's pretty tiny, but but the colors look terrific on that. I mean, that logo below is awesome. And then on the back, I engraved the school, Wheaton College, and then his class year, 71. I think that a full hard case back is really nice on this watch. It also makes it 100 more meters water resistant. So this is, I believe, it should say on here 200 meters resistant. Yeah, pressure tested for 200 meters. But I think they really did a nice job on that engraving too, on that cursive writing, Wheaton College 71. You can see the backside of the leather straps. Again, quick change on that. But wow, I mean, that thing just, I think he's really going to enjoy this blue. He loves that bright blue color, I think, with the ceramic bezel and the strap. That's really nice. So I'll put these all three together so you can see them, and then we'll wrap up the video. It's just such a classic design, this Aqua that they're doing. And they just came out with a new model. This is their first model, I believe, and then they have a second model called the Urban, which is a retro watch. But again, what I was talking about with this one was as far as which ring. So here's just my silver ring, which I think kind of goes with the hands to an extent. So I could obviously wear that with it. And then I do have the silver and black one, which I don't think goes since that's brown, and then an all black one. So I think it's the silver with this one. I don't really have anything else. With this one, I think I could pull off. Oh, there goes that one. See, that's silver and black. I really think this one is the best match for it. Let me grab that other one. Nope, don't know where it went. It's gone. Oh well. The difficulties in making a live video. So here's this. You can see the thickness. This one. And then the gift one. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd recommend reaching out to these guys. It's just really cool that you can design and customize your own watch a lot of different ways, and their pro custom ability to do the laser etching on the case backs, on the clear case backs, and then the engraving on the back, and then also the pro custom, which I did the first level, which is you can get a logo above the 6 and a logo below the 12, but then you can also do a full custom designed dial as well, and that's just an additional charge on that. So feel free to check them out. I'm happy with these. Definitely looking forward to wearing this one, and definitely looking forward to gifting that one. So hope you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you guys are watching this, or good weekend or good week. I'll catch you guys later.